class, I'm Lisa, a dietetic intern here at OSU, and today's grocery store tour topic is the MIND diet. Seems like there are a billion diets that come and go, fad diets that impose strict food restrictions that are unsustainable over time. So often people lose a little weight and gain it back quickly when they fall off the diet. There are a couple diets, however, that are strongly recommended by experts in nutrition. Two favorites are the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. These two diets are heart healthy and reduce the risk of chronic diseases and, in general, recommend increasing fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats. More recently, there have been more efforts to determine the effects of diet on brain health. In 2015, nutrition researchers at Rush Medical Center introduced the MIND diet. MIND stands for Mediterranean Dash Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. There is now some solid evidence that following the MIND diet can reduce your chances of developing dementia in older age. As the name implies, it's a lot like the Mediterranean and DASH diet, but it emphasizes some specific differences. The MIND diet emphasizes 10 specific foods that should be consumed regularly. These foods include 1. Green leafy vegetables, 2. Other vegetables, berries, nuts, whole grains, beans, poultry, fish, olive oil, and wine. Leafy greens are an important emphasis of the MIND diet, so let's take a look at what's available here in the produce aisle. A lot of us are stuck in a rut when it comes to eating greens. We've grown up eating mostly iceberg lettuce and maybe some romaine. But these days, it's worth checking out all the different lettuce varieties that provide a diversity of color, flavor, and texture. These lettuce varieties can be light green, dark green, brown, red, even magenta. They are high in nutrients such as vitamin K, calcium, iron, and low in calories. So try to mix them in the next time you make a salad. The MIND diet doesn't necessarily promote a high fruit intake, but it does specifically include berries for their antioxidant properties. The pigments that give berries their vibrant colors are phytochemicals which help our bodies fend off disease. So choosing a variety of berries to eat, such as raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries, are a great way to incorporate that diversity of phytochemicals into the diet. These berries, by the way, do not need to be fresh. Frozen berries offer the same nutritional benefit and are often more affordable. Check out the module about body defenses for a full discussion of phytochemicals and antioxidants. Another important aspect of the MIND diet is to decrease the consumption of saturated fat. The diet recommends olive oil as the primary fat source because it's predominantly unsaturated fatty acids. Olive oil is composed of 86% unsaturated and 12% saturated fat. All of these fats, by the way, are plant-based from the olive. Butter, on the other hand, is an animal source fat that is made from milk. The composition of butter is 61% saturated and 33% unsaturated fat. Research has confirmed that consumption of saturated fat from animal sources are associated with heart disease, atherosclerosis, inflammation, and cognitive decline. So the MIND diet, along with the Mediterranean and DASH diets, all advocate for the primary dietary fat source to be a plant-based oil with high levels of unsaturated fatty acid. Let's take a quick look at the nutrition label of olive oil and butter. The top macronutrient of the label is total fat, and then indented under that are the quantities of the different types of fat that can contribute to the total fat content. You can get a clear understanding of saturated and unsaturated fat content of a food by examining nutrition labels thoroughly. Overall, try to minimize your intake of saturated fat as much as possible. In addition to advocating for 10 foods that should be included regularly in the diet, the MIND diet also has a list of 5 foods to avoid or consume in very limited quantities. They are fried foods, red meat, cheese, butter, and sweets. The first 4 are directly related to the goal of reducing the intake of saturated fats. Sugar, on the other hand, is associated with inflammation and weight gain. It's also not good for your brain when consumed regularly. Take a look at the videos in the carbohydrate module for a review of added sugars.